Chat, we do have some pretty exciting news that I'm excited to share with you all. That was a last second ad. Literally, as I was like getting ready to set up the I'm going live videos, I saw this shit. So I had to add it to the react. All right, dude. Let's freaking begin, dude. Let me know if I need to adjust the camera angle. There's a big Star Wars game announcement on the way, and the title ends with the Old Republic teases leaker. Oh my gosh. Dude, I swear to God, this could be such insane rage bait, because it could be just like the Old Republic DLC, or it's not called DLC, what's it called, expansion on MMOs, right? It could just be like, we have a new expansion coming, because I think it's about that time. I don't know, I don't really stay up to date on the Old Republic like that, but a noted leaker claims there's a big Star Wars announcement on the way, hinting the game's title ends in the Old Republic. Kura Cassis, a video game researcher and notable leaker who has correctly leaked announcements ahead of time before, first teased the news last week, stressing that the big Star Wars game. Hold on, Chucky coming through. I gotta go to Zen Cam here, but don't mind. News last week stressing that the big Star Wars game has nothing to do with Star Wars Zero Company or Eclipse. 2 Star Wars flavored games already announced. Now, if you guys don't know, hold on here, let me come over here. If you guys don't know, yo, what's up, Tudis? If you guys don't know already, here, I'm just gonna go to freaking full game cam here, and we're gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the off cam or off center camera. If you guys don't know, they announced this shit back in 2021. Sorry, by the way, any YouTube frogs watching after the fact, okay? You already saw my ugly mug there for a second. You're well acquainted, okay? They announced this shit back in 2021, and then it has been going through so much turmoil for Knights of the Old Republic to get the remaster released. If it's even just an actual remaster, it was a remake originally. They were fully remaking it. If it's just a remaster, I will take it, dude. I will take it. I want to play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic optimized in some way for new hardware so bad. I know there's mods, okay? I just gotta sit there for another night and try and figure out how to make Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 1920 by 1080, okay? But if they can do that, my life will be owed to whatever game studio does it. It's like you're leaning in for a kith. Yeah, I'd be trying to smooch up on you guys. Then over the weekend, the leaker turned it up a notch and alleged the title of the game ends with the Old Republic. Which is crazy. The title of this game ends with Old Republic eyeball emoji. Oh, what the hell? Actually, I would like to, can I open this up in a different tab? I can, beautiful. As many are speculating on and in the comments on X/Twitter, thoughts immediately turned to Saber Interactive's long in the works and repeatedly troubled Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. Yeah, because Aspire had it, and as Aspire does, they fucked it up. They showed it to PlayStation shareholders, and it looked horrible. They were like, this is absolutely nasty. Go back and work on it more. Because if you guys don't know, Aspire has been doing nothing but laying fucking stinkers recently. Need I remind you all? Hold on, my Steam isn't even open. Hold on, let me launch this so I can show you what the fuck I'm talking about. They've been laying stinkers, bro. I'm glad that it's out of Aspire's hands, okay? Wait, it was Aspire's, and then I got switched back to Saber. Sorry, I've been keeping up to date on some of the news, but also not fully tapped in. I keep mixing up in my head what it is. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, which I pre-ordered, by the way. Mostly negative, 21% positive reviews. And then the new reviews are mixed. 40%, dude. They absolutely, they had a fucking slam dunk here. They had 2 servers on launch. 2! Anywho. Hey, that looks like Overwatch reviews. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, it's bad. But anyways, as many are speculating on and in the comments on X/Twitter, thoughts immediately turned to Saber Interactive's long in the works and reportedly troubled Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake in March. Hold on. In March, the team broke its silence to assure us that it was still on the way, telling us everything that we have talked about is still in development, but it's been pretty quiet ever since. Interesting though, the leaker clearly uses the word announcement. It's either huge news about an existing game or relevant about one we don't yet know about. Imagine if they just came out and they were like, yeah, dude, not only are we remastering and we're remaking the first one, we're also remaking the second one. Or they're like, hey, you remember how you guys were excited about that? Well, guess what, buddy? We're giving you 3. But I don't know if Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 3 would be good, because I feel like they would end up fucking it up somehow. They'd give it to Ubisoft and be like, yeah, here you go, Ubisoft. Yeah, make us Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 3, dude. But anyways, interesting though, the leaker clearly used the word, oh, sorry, I read that already. That's possibly why some fans hope it will be a single player Old Republic game, but without any formal word from Lucasfilm Games, it's probably best not to get your hopes up just yet. With the Game Awards just days away, though, we may finally get to see more later this week. Watch this space. Oh, okay. I was like, what? Watch what space? They'll be like, we like what you did with Outlaws. Now do KOTOR 3. Dude, I will fucking crash out if if they're like, yeah, hey, Ubisoft, you cooked so hard. You did such mediocre sales on this bad boy that, we need you to do another one. And guess what? Charge $80 for it and call it KOTOR 3, even though it has nothing to do with the original story here. Admittedly, there hasn't been much information about any Star Wars games currently in development, lately either. But in October, Quantic Dream, assured us that it was still developing Star Wars Eclipse. The game first revealed in 2021. Yeah, is Quantic Dream who made Detroit Become Human? They are, yes. And Risk of Rain and Beyond Two Souls. That's big. I'm really excited, bro. If we get a story game, it doesn't even have to be as good as fucking Detroit Become Human, okay? If it's just like somewhat on par, or like a little, like if it's on the same quality of Risk of Rain, okay, or if it's as good as Beyond Two Souls, I mean, do they have any misses even? It could be a miss though, because with a big IP like Star Wars, you have to get everything like, oh, it's all, hey, dude, it's all good. Okay. Hey, yeah, you can do that. Oh, no, you can't do that. Oh, no, you can't do that. No, you can't. Yeah, Heavy Rain, not Risk of Rain. Sorry, I said Risk of Rain. Yeah, dude, no, you can't let there be an option for you to fall in love with a Twi'lek sex worker. Okay. If they're like, the Disney execs are like, no go on that one, buddy. Okay. That could be a thing. But, yeah. In October 2023, development was said to be simmering, while earlier this year, Quantic Dream CEO, I'm not even going to try and say that, confirmed the studio was not impacted by cuts at NetEase, and development continued at full pace. Go just a little further back, and EA finally gave us our first look at its upcoming Star Wars strategy game, Star Wars Zero Company, back in April. Isn't it crazy? This will be the first, good Star Wars strategy game since, Empire at War. And when did that come out? Star Wars Empire at War, which was goated, by the way. This is a huge part of my childhood. 2006. 20 fucking years, dude. Thank you, Disney. Everybody say, thank you, Disney. Go just a little further back, and EA finally gave us our first look at its upcoming oh, sorry, I read that already. Fuck, dude. The single-player turn-based tactics game by Reactor and Respawn. Oh, it's by Respawn too? Oh, so it'll be good. It'll be good. Or at least bearable. Back in 2022, described as a gritty and authentic original story set in the twilight of the Clone Wars. I'm here for it, brother. I'm here for it. I really, really, really hope that they lock in on these games. Sorry, I just looked over and saw the thank you, Disney. Thank you, Disney. I was like, that's wild. The choice-based game people made the looter shooter roguelike. No, Spike, that's incredible. Yeah, fuck you, Disney. Fuck you, Disney. Are you going to play a game tonight? If not, it's fine. Probably not, but, you know, I won't say no for sure. We'll see how long it takes to get through these reacts. Star Wars Holiday Special of the Old Republic. Imagine, dude. Half-Life 3, the Old Republic. Did you guys see that there's rumors that they're working on Half-Life 3? You know, lots of things going on there. Final update for Star Wars, the Old Republic. Dude, imagine if they're like, hey, guys, Switch 2's coming out. Do you know what we're going to do for that? Yeah, we're porting Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to that again. Aspire is, dude. Yeah, Aspire's actually going to do that. They're actually going to do both games now. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be $80 because, you know, the re-release was $40. So we just figured, you know, so $80 on the Switch 2. It's going to be great, guys. That's right, guys. Okay, I'm not even, whatever. Why would, who would even make KOTOR 3? Who would you even trust it to make one that is great? I don't think Obsidian or BioWare had a home run in this genre for a while. Larry, oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Can you imagine if we got like Baldur's Gate level KOTOR? I think I could die happy. Technically, the KOTORs were D&D games using the 3.5 rule set, and Lurian made a 5e game, so Edit Plus, they've already made a sequel to one BioWare game. Holy fuck. When was the first dev to spring to mind when I read this comment too? Maybe Alcat as well? I don't think I know who Alcat is. Wait, hold on. Alcat Games. We create CRPGs. Oh, Pathfinder? Oh, Warhammer? What else have they made? The isn't the Expanse? Or am I thinking of something? I thought that was that Telltale game. Cool. Either way, whatever, dude. If people think it's gonna be good, but I to be honest with you all, I think if it's gonna be anything with KOTOR, it's just gonna be a remake or a remaster. I don't think they're gonna do a full-on fucking new KOTOR unless they remake both the old KOTORs and then they go, yeah, dude, here you go. We're making KOTOR 3 finally, but I don't think they will, to be honest with you all. Yo, what's up, Charlie Perk? I think Alcat might struggle to make the transition to the kind of production values that a title like KOTOR 3 would be expected to reach. I haven't played their 40K game though. Is it about the same level of production values as Divinity 2 was? I guess they could go through their own transformation. The recent 40K game was very much like the Wrath of Righteous. No big difference in production values. They are currently making Expanse RPG with much higher production values. Oh, okay, sorry. I was talking about a different game. Looks more like a BioWare game. I'd still trust Obsidian the most. They haven't made a third-person party-based RPG since Pillars 2. But that might be the best one of the past decade. Maybe Wrath of the Righteous edges it out, but I'd probably pick Pillars, and Pillars 1 and Tyranny were both among the best games of their release years too. The only issue is that I'm not sure Josh Sawyer would be interested, and he's the person I'd want in charge. Here's the thing. I don't know if Obsidian would be given the time to make an incredible game, which is kind of their flow though. They made Fallout New Vegas in what, like 18 months, but I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if that would work though right now. I mean, if you look at fucking The Outer Worlds 2, right? That shit it was good, but it wasn't great, you know? It's just kind of the same. I mean, I guess for Star Wars fans, like thinking about myself, if they made a game for Knights of the Old Republic up to par with the Outer Worlds 2, I would probably still be happy. You know, as long as it's not forced microtransaction slop. Okay, sorry, my bad, chat. I've been low-key ignoring you guys. Can you make a prediction if I'm going to say something freaky or not? I will vote no. I'm eating potato salad. Oh, that's pretty epic, Bacon. Joe Bart has 6,700 people in his live. 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". I will do it. I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it. Anywho, I'd be wary of Lorien. Baldur's Gate 3 was really good. But it's the first quality RPG they've made, in my opinion. What? I thought DOS 2 was mediocre.
PLS do put my out my misery.
I'm not gonna do a prediction like that because then I'd have to let it sit there all night. Exclamation butthole cam. What the fuck? It was also kind. It also kind of fell apart towards the end. Baldur's Gate proper should have been the highlight, and instead it was the weakest part of the game. I'm not sure their writing style would be a good fit either. There isn't anyone that springs to mind that would work on a new KOTOR game, especially given that it has to follow on form or spin off of the MMO, given how its stories tie into the KOTOR games. Yeah, I really don't think that they are going to... I don't think they're going to make KOTOR 3. I don't think that's what this is going to be. I don't think they're going to make KOTOR 3. I think it's literally going to be a fucking remake announcement. I think it's going to be a remake announcement, if anything. And I'm not, to be honest with you, I think they could still go, hey, guys, we're releasing KOTOR 1 and 2 on the Switch too. Woohoo! But I don't know. If the leaker is correct, then maybe it is something real. I'm excited for the Game Awards. We'll see. I feel like at this point, there is so much copium behind this for anyone like me that's like, come on, please, bro. Lorien are interested in working in third-party IPs again after Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that's what I was also gonna say is didn't they say they wanted to work on their own IP after whoever didn't give them Baldur's Gate 3 or Baldur's Gate IP to make another one? Obsidian is part of Microsoft, so are highly unlikely to work on anything that isn't a Microsoft IP and have plenty of their own to keep going already. Owlcat has long-standing ties to Warhammer and is doing an Expanse RPG. It would be very weird for them to do Star Wars as well. Beyond those three, no one really comes close to being experienced enough to build on KOTOR franchise. It's a problem WotC/Hasbro are facing with Baldur's Gate 4. There is no one to take it on. Yeah. CD Projekt Red, but they're busy with their own projects, and they've also never developed a party-based RPG. Well, in Bethesda, I guess, even though I would not consider them a top RPG developer, beyond my personal opinion of their output, though, they've also never developed anything remotely similar to KOTOR. They only make first-person individual RPGs. Yeah, yo, what's up, Bird Goat? No, I have not yet. I have not. The Outhouse store, do you guys like it? Are you guys fucking with it? Yo, what's up, Joshy Poo? I really don't think it's a new one, though. And honestly, yeah, I think unless you're going to get, like, Lorien to work on it. Is it Lorien or Lorian? Or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying. Baldur's Gate 3 creators. Also, I think saying that... What was Lorien's other... what was their other game? Divinity 2? Is that what it's called? Divinity. Yeah, Divinity. Divinity Original Sin 2. People love that game. People fucking love that game, bro. I don't know why they were saying like, oh yeah, this shit was ass. Like, I have seen so many people meat ride that game. But I don't know. I haven't played it myself, so I don't have an opinion. Yeah, dude. Everybody's like, please, dude. Copium takes. Yeah. Don't give me hope. Total War, The Old Republic, KOTOR 2 with Tim Kaine and Obsidian. Now, that would be awesome. Here's the thing. The problem is, whoever said it, Larian, right? Anyways, the problem is, Disney takes a big cut from Star Wars, okay? Or like a big cut. They take a cut, right? So if they were to try and get Obsidian to work on KOTOR 3, which again, I think it's going to be a remake or a remaster, or they're literally going to be like, here it is on the Switch too, buddy. Here you go. Aren't you guys excited? Come on. Let's milk it even more. Come on. Cal's not fucking dead yet. Let's milk it some more. Aspire's going to fucking put it on Switch too. Both of them, $80. I don't think Xbox would give the green light for Obsidian. I don't think they would, is the thing. Plus, again, Obsidian's working on other IPs, so I got him and shit came pre-modded. Hell yeah, saves me time. Oh, dude, fuck yeah, Josh. We're just talking about Knights of the Old Republic announcement that's allegedly coming. And again, back to what I originally said, it could just be an expansion for the Old Republic. It ends in the Old Republic. Yeah, so it's a fucking blank blank expansion for the Old Republic. Like, I don't know. We'll have to wait until the Game Awards, see if there's something for that. But yeah, I'm not buying that, to be honest with you all. My hopes are very low, but I'm hopeful. I'm crossing my fingers.